Couldn't get enough of you.
May I please have the four of you with me right here? Thank you.
Over here, please.
Awesome. Thank you.
More.
Thank you so very much. All right. Thank you all very, very much. That's good.
Hey guys.
Thank you. And I want to first start by thanking Ryan for coming all the way from LA to present me with this award, and I want to give you all full disclosure, he is my daughter's boss. So, congratulations on everything that you have done to advance the cause of gay rights in this country. Who would have thought a television show about a high school glee club would have helped give such a powerful voice to lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender youth not only in America but around the world? And I know from listening to all the many projects that you have coming up that you will continue to lend your vision in influential and far-reaching ways. I'd also like to thank Joe and the Human Rights Campaign for helping make gay marriage a reality in New York State. We've long suspected that New York is the best place in the world to live, but now it's official. Here you can choose how you want to live and whom you want to live with, and who you want to love without discrimination or derision. After all, we are the home of Stonewall, Progressive Politics, Nathan Lane, Lady Bunny, and Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
And where else can you find our Republican Mayor, Michael Bloomberg, officiating at the gay marriage of his chief policy advisor on the day same-sex marriage became law last year? And it's not news that couples get married for many different reasons, just as it's no surprise that gay people are no different from anyone else. I have known the photographer Eric Bowman and his partner, artist Peter Schlesinger, for as long as they have been together, almost 40 years. When they decided to get married very recently, they told me, oh, we're just doing it for legal reasons. Yet when the moment came and they stood and declared their desire to be married, they were overcome with emotion, and there was not a dry eye in the room. And when my good friend Michael Kors told me that he and his partner, Lance Lepere, were getting married, I said, Michael, come on, let me give you a party. No, he said, this is really just between Lance and myself. Imagine that, somebody in fashion saying no to a party. But a couple of months later, when I saw a photograph of the two of them on the beach, in shorts and t-shirts in Southampton, taking moments after the town mayor officiated at their marriage, I understood completely. They wanted to share that moment alone, together, and I have never seen two people look happier. On the night that gay marriage passed in New York State, Governor Cuomo stood on the floor at the State House in Albany at midnight and said, we want equality in society, equality in our relationships, equality in our love, and equality in our families. Now, the fashion industry is a little like a family too. Throughout my career, I have collaborated with so many talented gay men because fashion has always welcomed and thrived on their creative input. In many ways, it's a world that has a lot in common with the one that Ryan conjures up every week on Glee. For every kid in the choir, or the band, or the drama club who is bullied and misunderstood and winds up in show business, there is another kid who winds up in fashion. An industry that not only accepts their differences and eccentricity, but relishes it. Indeed, more often than not, the more unusual you are, the more outrageous, the better. Just look at Marc Jacobs. So I'm here tonight to accept this award on behalf of all of us in the world of fashion, a world that looks after and protects its own. I'm so pleased that so many of us were invested in fighting to ensure the Marriage Equality Act was passed. But we fought another good fight more than 20 years ago when AIDS was decimating our world and nobody wanted to help or even publicly acknowledge it was happening. So Donna Karan, Calvin Klein, Michael Kors, Marc Jacobs, Ralph Lauren, myself, and many, many others came up with the CFDA Vogue AIDS Fund to raise money to care for those stricken by AIDS and really to also help destigmatize the disease. In the early 90s, the work I was doing for our AIDS Fund was more inspiring than any collection I was seeing or magazine I was publishing. All of us remain enormously proud of what we achieved, not just materially, but because the initiative fought for a sense of hope when it was in very short supply, and we are proud to continue our support to this day. And hope is what keeps me believing that the remaining 44 or 43 or 42, listen up, Washington State, New Jersey, are eventually going to respect the rights and the right to love of everyone in America. I know that when President Obama is elected for a second term in November, with your help, he will continue the fight for equality with renewed energy. We are so lucky to have a president who does not put people into categories, gay, straight, black, white, but who believes in civil rights for all. 3 years ago at the HRC dinner, he said, "I'm here with a simple message. I'm here with you in this fight. For even as we face extraordinary challenges as a nation, we cannot and we will not put aside issues of basic equality." I am sure I am not alone in wanting to thank President Obama for putting an end to Don't Ask, Don't Help, supporting the repeal of the DOMA, the passing of the hate crimes bill, and encouraging his brilliant Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton, to stand on the floor of the United Nations in December and declare before the world's leaders, gay rights are human rights. Thank you so much.